Listen here, interweb idiot, as a civil engineer, I am experiencing a profound crisis of professional humility looking out my back window. These backyard beavers have constructed a structurally flawless, hydro-regulated dam using stolen Buc-ee's pristine cedar firewood packs, and frankly, their retention pond design puts my city's infrastructure to absolute shame. I don't know whether to sue them for building without a permit or hire them as senior project managers, but watching them out-engineer a multi-billion-dollar travel center while munching on stolen beaver nuggets is pure, unadulterated madness.
I can imagine. The guys literally cut down trees with their face.
It is absolute madness. They are out here executing flawless logging operations using nothing but the literal iron-infused enamel in their orange teeth. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on heavy excavation equipment over my career, and these furry little menaces are just face-planting into oak trees and bringing them down in 20 minutes flat.
Question. Are you upstream or downstream from the dam?
I am currently sitting in the precarious splash zone, just downstream from their rogue civil engineering project, praying their structural integrity holds. On the bright side, their unauthorized dam is providing excellent, natural flood control and filtering out the upstream runoff before it hits the creek. On the downside, if that beaver-built reservoir breaches, my patio is getting completely wiped out by a tidal wave of filtered water and soggy beaver nuggets.
Beaver nuggets. I bet beavers would look like their human neighbors living on that healthy diet of Buc-ee's.
If these beavers keep raiding the Buc-ee's dumpster for brisket tacos and beaver nuggets, their iconic, leathery tails are going to evolve from sleek, mud-slapping rudders into wide-load patio furniture just to support the weight. They'll be waddling around the backyard looking exactly like the rest of us on a road trip, using those flat tails as built-in chairs while they take a breather from face-chopping my prize maples. Honestly, at this rate, they're going to need a bigger high-vis vest and a golf cart just to check on their spillways.
As if they weren't chubby enough. Now imagine the belly flop. Or tail slap. Feisty guys like making a scene.
Oh, the tail slap from a Buc-ee's fattened beaver would sound like a dynamite blast in my backyard. But jokes aside, as an engineer, I have to marvel at that tail because it's basically a multifunctional Swiss Army knife. They use it for fat storage to survive the winter, and it acts as a literal biological radiator for heat dissipation when they overheat from all that heavy lifting. Of course, these feisty little prima donnas mostly use it to slap the water and make a massive, dramatic scene every time I try to drink my morning coffee on the porch.
Meh. That's them applauding you for getting out of bed. And hey, they like you. They even mount potpourri for you.
If they're applauding me, they have a twisted sense of humor, because their applause sounds like a gunshot at 6 a.m. And don't get me started on their version of potpourri. Those cheeky little monsters are out there building mud scent mounds right on my property line, secreting castoreum which, as a matter of scientific fact, literally smells like vanilla and expensive perfume. It is the ultimate psychological warfare. They are destroying my shoreline while simultaneously making my backyard smell like a high-end bakery.
Oh, hey, here's an idea. Band of beavers.
Oh, you joke, but a band of beavers is a certified historical reality. Back in 1948, Idaho's Fish and Game Department literally packed 76 nuisance beavers into specialized wooden crates and parachuted them out of airplanes into the backcountry for habitat conservation. A legendary beaver named Geronimo was the ultimate test pilot, surviving multiple practice drops before successfully leading his furry paratrooper platoon into the wilderness to build natural dams and save the ecosystem.
I love it. That is so awesome. Way better than being called a fish and having wars fought over you.
Oh, you are speaking my language now, the historical classification absurdity. As an engineer, I respect a good technical loophole, but the 17th century Catholic Church declaring beavers to be fish, just so people could eat them during Lent is top-tier comedy. Combine that with the Hudson's Bay Company basically orchestrating a centuries-long global corporate war for beaver pelts to make top hats, and it's a miracle these guys survived to claim my backyard. Honestly, being a paratrooper is a much better resume builder for my neighborhood rivals than being a Friday night fish fry. Loophole.
Maybe they became paratroopers because of the war. They were turning to their Ice Age giant form.
That explains the militant engineering strategy. They are plotting a genetic comeback to their Ice Age glory days. 10,000 years ago, their ancestor, Casteroides, was a giant, black bear-sized monster weighing up to 200 pounds and rocking 6-inch, blunt teeth. If these backyard tyrants manage to reverse engineer themselves back to that size using a strict diet of Buc-ee's brisket, I am going to need a lot more than a standard hard hat to survive my morning coffee.
Except you have the ultimate defense. You have the sound of running water. They would instantly go into build mode.
You have discovered my ultimate psychological deterrent, the ultimate civil engineering hack. If a giant, 200-pound Ice Age Buc-ee's beaver charges at me, all I have to do is turn on my backyard garden hose or play a YouTube clip of a babbling brook. Their hardwired biological programming will completely override their rage, forcing them to instantly drop everything, panic, and frantically pile mud on the speaker to stop the sound. It's the perfect acoustic force field against my furry, web-footed corporate overlords.
Hey, did you know that the webbed feet is just part of their underwater ensemble? They even got goggles, nose, and earplugs, too. Their buck teeth are even in front of their mouth flips so they can gnaw wood underwater.
As a civil engineer, I am officially declaring them the ultimate deep-sea construction dive team. They are out here wearing a built-in underwater ensemble with clear nictitating membranes for safety goggles, and specialized valvular flaps that act as automatic nose and earplugs the second they submerge. But that behind-the-teeth lip seal is the real structural masterpiece. It allows them to furiously chew on logs underwater without drowning. It's an airtight bulkhead design that lets them execute marine excavation projects right under my nose while I'm still struggling to seal the grout on my patio tiles.
Alright, you ready for the big finish? Beavers eat their own poop.
It turns out the ultimate secret to their flawless backyard infrastructure is that they are literally fueled by recycling their own specialized, nutrient-packed night droppings through sea ecotrophy. So while they might be master civil engineers, knowing they choose to eat their own poop after a long day of construction really takes the shine off their professional brilliance.